some more Warframe. I know, 2 days in a row. Isn't that crazy? But anyway, I wanted to stream some Warframe today because it just so happened to be the weekly reset today, on Monday, the 26th of February 2024. Well, the weekly reset is usually every single Monday, but here we are. Wowza, my first weekly reminder for Warframe that I've posted in a while. Well, as by posted I mean streamed in a while. So, obviously, we have the last few days of the Star Days event, so if you have anything to pick up there, go ahead and do so. The Wings Emperor is pretty awesome, and if you have the familial Depons, the holographic wings are also pretty cool to just dot around your ship. The quests don't matter, but the alerts, obviously we have the high-octane treasure hunt. As for today, or for 15 minutes, we have an interception mission for the, what's it called, arbitrations. Isn't that fun? We've got all this Kuba Flood stuff, which is obviously going to rotate in an hour. We've got all of this nightmare missions, which are also going to rotate in, like, I think tomorrow. For the invasions, we got the usual. Corpus versus Grenier. They really hate each other. Obviously, for the Corpus, you're going to be getting 3 Fieldron, and for helping the Grenier, you're going to get 3 Detonite Injectors, which you can use to craft the Ignis Wraith, which is a very highly recommended weapon. I would highly recommend, and many others would too. Same again, but on Jupiter. On Pluto, it's instead the Corpus versus the Infestation. For helping the Corpus, you'll get the Mutilist Alad V Nav Coordinate, which I believe just drops the Mesa parts once you kill them. I'm not entirely sure, sorry about that. On Mars, we have more stuff, but instead it's the Grenier versus the Infestation. For Ares, we've got Mutagen Mass for helping out the Grenier. On War, we have Detonite Injectors, or 3 of them, for helping out the Grenier. And that is exactly the same for Martialis. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that stuff. Obviously in the Syndicate rewards and challenges, we have all these missions. So if you're into that stuff, go ahead, crack at it, get some stuff for your Syndicate. Obviously in Void Fishers, this is going to rotate every hour or so. Don't really need much to explain here. The Daily Sortie. We have enemy physical enhancement on Rocher on Phobos. It's an interception mission. The next mission is Mobile Defense, which is on Ragnar on Pluto. The conditions, obviously, is augmented enemy shields. Finally, we have Assassination. I believe that's the Raptor. Shotguns only, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty easy, because of the Felox. That thing exists, and the Boar. Obviously, for the Archon Hunt, well, not obviously, well, actually, yeah, obviously for the Archon Hunt this week, we have the usual. It's an Archon Hunt. What else can I say? If you complete it, you can have a chance of getting either, let's see, for the common rewards, an Iton and NASA Sculpture, really nice, 3k Endo, just chillin', a Riven mod. For the uncommon rewards, we have a 3-day booster, 8,000 Endo and 12,000 Kuva. I've got my eyes on that 3-day booster. For the rare rewards, we have an Exodus Warframe Adapter, 3 Former, Orokin Catalyst Blueprint, Orokin Reactor Blueprint. All of those, obviously, you have a chance of getting one of the 3. Well, you know, it is what it is. I'm mainly eyeing the Catalyst and Reactor. The Exodus Warframe Adapter I've just amassed somehow, I don't know how. And obviously what the heck everybody wants on the legendary side of things is obviously the Legendary Core, which you can use to fully upgrade a mod of your selection while completely negating the Endo cost. I think all you need to pay is the credit cost, so not that bad. And really good, you can sell that easily for 100 platinum if you're a capitalist. Or rather, working for the, what they call the Corpus. And obviously the guaranteed reward is a Crimson Archon Shard, which I believe is the ability strength side of stuff. You can also get a Talforged Shard, there's a chance of that. Obviously you're eyeing the Talforged version because that thing is just nuts. Now, let's pop on by over to the Zaraman to see what is going on in the Dormer Zone. Because there is a specific merchant which I think you guys will take interest to. Then after that, we'll check out the circuit rewards. Sorry, I just spun around and burped. Don't mind that. Gonna walk on over to the dormer zone. I've got to walk there slowly to get infinite content. Look at this. So, for everybody's favourite merchant, Acrithis, who usually has some pretty fine trinkets, we're going to be browsing their wares. So, as of right now, well actually, what's going to stay here for the rest of the bloody week, we have 2 former blueprints, pretty much meh. You know, they're good, you know, if you're really desperate for former, it's a free former blueprint if you complete the Deviri experience twice. Obviously we've got the 5k Kuva, we've got the primary arcane adapter, which I would highly recommend picking up. It is not needed, but it really does help if you're getting into those builds and do not want to spend 20 platinum. Then we have a wide green artisan pot, which is obviously a decorative item. All of this stuff on the bottom, the Arcan cells you can buy if you want to. Obviously you can get that pretty easily. That's going to rotate in 8 minutes. So if you're watching the stream, head on over here quick if you want that. We also have Arcane Power Ramp, which, again, I'm not really sure if it's that useful, but I would highly recommend it if you are an arcane dealer and you want to get something to purvey to customers. So basically drop shipping. You buy it from this lady for a cheap price and then you sell it to others at a premium. Isn't that jolly? Anyway, obviously we have the Kuva. Pretty cool as well if you're somebody like me and who hates farming all those Kuva siphon missions. I've spent days and weeks and months and years farming, and I still don't have enough Kuva to my name to support my family for daily food needs. So, let's head on back to orbit and we'll go check out the other interesting weekly things. Whew. Bit sleepy, aren't we? So, over in the Deviri Paradox, we have the circuit, obviously the lone story in the Deviri experience. For the circuit, you have an option between Garuda, Hildren, or Baruch. I would pick up Baruch because I don't know about you guys, but for some reason I've just completely forgotten how to get Baruch. And much like Hildren, I think he is also tied behind some kind of syndicate thing. Hildren really is just the exploiter orb, but yeah, that's really it. Obviously, in the Steel Path circuit, which everybody wants to know, this week, I'm not sure what rotation it is, but we have some very interesting Incarnon versions. We've got the Lex Incarnon Genesis. Once again, I do not have this. The Magistar Incarnon Genesis, which I've heard is to be pretty good. The Bolter Incarnon Genesis, which is also a pretty cool one as well. Do love the Bolter, love that thing, once again. Bronco Incarnon Genesis, I do not have this. And the star of this week, the Ceramic Dagger Incarnon Genesis. If you do not have this, pick it up. It is by far the best stat stick in the game. So obviously I'm going to select that for reward 1. Obviously, if you have gotten an Incarnon Genesis before, you have the option between these 4 rewards. The Rifle Riven mod, the Pistol Riven mod, the Melee Riven mod, and 20,000 Kuva.
Cosmic background radiation is a riot.
Thank you, Ordis, for your interjection. I did not want to hear cosmic background radiation, but thank you very much. But anyway, what I'd recommend getting this week as a player who's in the mid-game is probably the Ceramic Dagger Incarnon Genesis, obviously if you don't have it, and the Rifle Riven mod. Now obviously, if you want anything else here, have at it. Take whatever you want, but I'm just the guy that is bound to the meta. I want only the good stuff. So, I'm gonna select that as my final reward, and obviously every single time you run through this, you're gonna get Arcane Reaper. I got pretty lucky just now. I got a 3-day mod drop oh my goodness, 3-day mod drop chance booster, which is really nice for farming ye old Void Cascade on Steel Path for multiple hours. I also got a Exilus Weapon Adapter. I'm not sure if this is the same for everybody, but if it is, that's amazing. Obviously we have all this longbow, sharp shot stuff. I don't think this is amazing unless you're using like a Rubico. Anyway, I think that's about everything if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Helminth. There we go, hold on. I nearly forgot. Let's go over to our boy. Don't think I have the invigorations, do I? I do not. Do I? No, I don't, unfortunately. But I'm sure there's another YouTuber who's in the end game showing off the invigorations for this week. Or today. I think it's weekly. Anyway, let's go over to Nora Knight's Night Wave. Alright. As for the daily missions, we have hijack a cruise ship from the enemy. Pretty cool, I guess, pretty fun thing to do. Visit Acrithis in the Deviri. That's a free 1000 standing right there, a very easy challenge to complete. The personal touch, which is place 1 decoration in Orbiter. Overall, these are very easy challenges, so that's 3k standing right there. Polarize a weapon, companion, or Warframe that is not in the simulacrum. This is another easy one, so I'd highly recommend doing this. This is the weekly mission, so this is tied to the weekly reset. The next mission we have is complete 3 different bounties and the Orb of Alice. Another pretty easy mission. I'm not sure if it means full bounty. It probably does, but either way, really darn easy. Now, for the ones we've all been waiting for, the 7k standing bounties. We've got Crystal Clear, complete 3 waves of mirror defense. Very darn easy. Super easy. Especially if you're like me and farming for secondary encumber, or I think primary encumber. Or heck, even that lady, what's her name? The Crystal one, Citron. No, that's from PvZ. Whatever their name is, you can farm them, and you'll complete this mission easily. The next one, destroy 3 Necromech Vault Guardians. Not sure if that's tied to the team or yourself, but another pretty easy one. Also pretty cool, because finally I'll get somebody to do these isolation vaults with me. Obviously we have the permanent weekly ones, so kill Xmas units, complete missions, and finally kill 500 enemies. Very easy. I don't know why you need to search up the tutorial, but only enemies that you personally injured or killed are counted. That's really These all give tutorials, so that's pretty fun. Anyway, believe that's it. Oh, wait, no, one more thing I could have forgotten. That could have been horrible. As for the cred offerings this week, obviously we have the Orokin Reactor, Orokin Catalyst, the Valbin Parts, Nitane Extract, the best drug in the solar system according to Corpus, 10k Kuva, Niels Oubliette, and those are the permanent items. Obviously, for the cosmetics, we have the Gambit helmet for Vauban. Interesting looking helmet. A Mirage helmet. Looks a bit like the Worm Queens. I'm not entirely sure what the heck that is. Nidus Prion. Looks like an antagonist in ye old Power Rangers show. Next we got this. Looking also pretty strange. I don't like that it goes inside and just gooey stuff in there, but okay, pretty cool. We've got the Nova Quantum helmet. Again, very similar to this Nidus helmet. I don't know what they were going for. The Hydroid Triton helmet. Looks like Davy Jones. Whatever, he looks like more like a pirate and less like a guy with a beard. So if you're going for a pirate feel for a Hydroid, I'd recommend picking this up. So this is in a pack. Huh, interesting. Okay. The more you know, eh? Next we have the Sevagoth Lucifuge helmet. Looking really darn edgy. The purple and white and all the other stuff just go well. He looks like some kind of anime character. We've got the Wisp Gauth helmet. Another interesting one. I think I prefer this one over the normal Wisp helmet. We've got the Zaku Kintsu helmet. Another cool one. I seem to like this one for some reason, but yep. We've got the Excalibur Mordered helmet. A simple one. Very similar to the base one, but I like it. Looks cool. Looks more like a rhino than anything else. We've got Frost Aurora. If you want to look like Trinity while playing Frost, here's the helmet for you. Next we have Oberon Markor helmet. Looks like a bug with antlers. That's all I can really say. If you like it, go ahead and grab it. We have the Chroma Drak helmet. Some weird dragon, I guess. Some kind of creature as a helmet. Once again, if you like it, go ahead and pick it up. Next we have the Octavia helmet. Octavia Cadenza helmet. I like this one. This one looks pretty cool. Looks like they're wearing a hat. I'd recommend picking it up if you like some style. Next we have the Vault Storm. Never been a fan of this helmet since it dropped Looks weird. I do not know where its eyes are. I can't tell if it's the middle thing or the ones at the very sides. Either way, it looks quite strange. Got the giant automaton helmet. I do like this one. Looks cool. Looks like a flower, or the lotus rather. Pretty cool looking. We then have the mag coil helmet. If you want to look like a corpus without spending like 100 or so platinum on the Excalibur outfit, this one's for you. Obviously, we have another Hydroid cosmetic. Don't have much to say for this one. Buy it if you want. We have this one, the Excalibur Pendragon helmet, which is very similar to the Mordred helmet, but it looks a bit more complicated. So buy it if you want it. I'd say it looks pretty interesting. Again, we have a Frost helmet, the Squall helmet. This one is a literal walking air conditioning unit that has gained sentience and can freeze you in an instant. So grab it if you want to look like an absolute gamer. I'm not sure, bit of a strange looking helmet. We have this Gara helmet. I don't know what to say about it. Looks like a rabbit. The little top parts make it look like a rabbit. Kind of interesting. Pick it up if you want. Don't have much to say. There we go. Citrine is the character I was talking about earlier. But anyway, Nyx Vespa. Another interesting helmet. I prefer the base one. Oh god, voice crack. The base one. Even like the normal Nyx helmet looks great, and I do like the Prime one too. We have the Inaros Anubis helmet. I think the better one to buy if you don't have Inaros Prime. Once again, a pretty cool looking helmet if you're going for an Egyptian feel, especially as playing Inaros, who is supposed to be like an Egyptian Warframe. We have the Stynax helmet. Don't know what to say about it. Looks interesting, so pick it up if you want to. We have the Trinity Meridian helmet. A cool looking helmet. Looks like a Transformer. Gotta love it. Can't say much about Trinity being good, but this is a cool looking helmet. Next we have Velban again. Armistice helmet, another really cool helmet. I do like this one for Velban. Then we have the Citrine one, which makes them look like a Demogorgon. But this was the character I was talking about earlier. If you like to look like a Demogorgon or some kind of eldritch horror beyond our comprehension, go ahead and buy this. No one's stopping you. Obviously we have the Infested, well not obviously, but we have the Infested Impedance Aura mod, which you can read the description. We have the Holster Amp, a very good amp, especially if you're going for that big boy damage and whatnot. We have Bursting Mass for the Mutilist Quanta, Efficient Beams for the Convectrix, the Loot Detector, which is just more loot radar. Can never go wrong with that. We have the Dark Sword Blueprint. We also have the Jaw Sword and the Pangolin Sword Blueprint. We have the Yeol ornaments, we've got Growl's Thumper Floof, and the Kinetic Siphon Trap Decoration. Over at the Augment mods at the very bottom, we have Focus Acceleration for the Tetra, we have the Brainstorm for the Grakatar, a kind of fun one. If you've watched the Zita Whips video on like max fire rate Grakatar, that was pretty fun to watch. This is the mod he used. We've got Purging Slash for Excalibur. So basically just a rebuff. It just a buff thing. Sorry, it gets rid of 4 debuffs, so like a status clear, and restores 70% of your shields. We have Skull Shot, much like the Brainstorm for the Gurukata. Can't say much here. It's just the same. Anyway, that appears to be all. Not sure how much longer this Nora's mix will last, but once again, we have this cool looking ice armor. We have the Umbra Former, which I'm sure everybody wants. The Stealth Flare, sorry, I can't speak. There we go. The Stealth Flare Sandana. Cool looking one. It's similar to another one I have, which usually have to spend platinum on. Either way, get it if you like fire and want to use Ember. We have the Nightwave earpieces, strange looking stuff, Aura Former, and volatile variants, and finally some Nora's Mix Volume 5 credits. We also have the Vermilion Cravat, and that's all I can really say. Pretty cool all in all. But I think for the weekly stuff, that is literally it. Oh, no it's not. We've got more! Anyway, let's go to a relay, and I'll feed back to you guys once there. So we're back over here in the relay. We're gonna fast travel over to your boy Teshin. Just go up over to him. Let's see what his steel path honors are for this week. So, for the weekly thing, we have the 3 times former. Pretty cool if you're low on former. I wouldn't say it's worth 75 steel essence, but they are pre-crafted, so take your pick. We have a veiled riven cipher, another cool purchase. We have primary arcane adapter and secondary arcane adapter, forever here, forever bound to Teshin. So purchase this if you're in need, and you have none of them. That's all I can really say. We have 10,000 Kuva and 25 relic packs for sale. Obviously, one relic pack is going to be 15 steel essence. As the description says, you'll be getting 3 random relics or ire, which is really cool. Obviously, we have the Gauss in action, Grendel in action, Protea in action, and Zaku in action. I'm a fan of the Gauss and Zaku in action, and Protea looks pretty cool too. Grendel just reminds me of Pac-Man. What else can I say? So yeah, that's really it here. Besides that, I guess we have Darvo Deal. Never go to this man, because you do help him out. You do save his buttocks, but he does scam you. Just don't. Please do not. I don't know what Clem does if you help him, but there's that too. So, that's it. That's about it. No. Once again, that's it. So, what do I need to know? I don't really think there's anything else to show you guys. Just trying to brainstorm here for a second. Nope, don't think there's anything else. So, this was a more like information-focused stream. So, I do hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Smash the like button and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you want to see more of these kinds of videos, or if you like something else in particular. There are 2 links in the description, so feel free to check those out. But anyway, guys, I'll see you tomorrow for another stream. Good night, see ya. Goodbye. Once again, today I focused more on information and less gameplay, so use that information for what you would usually. Once again, hope you enjoyed. See you guys tomorrow. Good night.